Let's have the best 12 months professionally that you've ever had. Not even professionally, but that's what we're going to talk about here. Let's just make it the best 12 months across all bounds, right? Across all different 6 phases of our life. But we're talking about how to build and grow your real estate business over the next 12 months. All right. So I want you to put yourself in a position of an analogy. And this is a fishing analogy. All right. And if you've ever fished, right, you're out there, you've got your pole, you've got your bait, you go out there and you're trying to find that perfect spot where you can find the most fish, right? You're trying to find where you can be the most successful, where you can cast the line out there and get as much results as possible and hopefully big results, right? But let's say you wanted to start a fishing company. And I'm going to put this in parallel to our wholesaling business and to real estate investing in general, because I think it really, really, really plays here. All right. So first, you're out there and you have to trade time for money, right? If you don't have the funds to be able to get this ball rolling, to understand, all the processes, to understand where the biggest fish are biting and the best and where you can get the most and where you can be the most successful. So you're kind of trying a lot of different things yourself and you're trading time for money. And this kind of feels like a job in the beginning. This kind of feels like you're 9 to 5. It kind of feels like, wait a second, I want to be a business owner. I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to trade time for money. That is awesome. That is what's different about your brain than anybody else that doesn't want to be an entrepreneur. That is the seed of it, that you don't want to keep trading time for money. That is an absolute fact, right? So what do? Well, yeah, you go out there and you start fishing because you don't have a huge budget. You go out there and you start making calls. You start door knocking. You start sending out postcards. You start, putting out bandit signs. You start doing whatever you can to start see where the fish are biting and where you can find opportunities to feed your family, right? And then all of a sudden what you do is you start finding those spots. You start building the momentum based on your efforts. Based on your efforts. You actually going out there, you having those quality conversations, you going out there and going on the appointments and solving the problems of the people in your community. You're the one out there fishing and finding and reeling in these fish and doing all the hard work, right? And then all of a sudden you build up enough of a success. You know where the fish are. You know that you can consistently get it. And this is when your business starts growing. But the big mistake I think a lot of people make early on is they are trying to grow a business before they've got enough income, before they know the sweet spots where they should be fishing, where they should be bringing in, what is the lures that's going to bring it in? What's the bait that's going to bring in these opportunities, right? You just don't know that yet. If you just jump in and all of a sudden you start hiring people to start doing the fishing for you, and they have less quality bait and they don't know where the fish are, that's the point of putting in the work early in your wholesaling business. I am telling you, that's the first 1,000 conversations that you have with distressed property owners yourself. And you need to take pride in that, because I am telling you this from personal experience and experience from the top wholesalers and real estate investors around the country that I've spoken to, that I squat up with, that I am best friends with. We all look back on that time, that grind, that hustle, that fishing where we're standing out there in the cold by ourselves with our fishing line, looking for those fish with nostalgia. We look at that with respect. We look at that as earning it. We look at that as the pressure that created the diamond. Don't skip that step over the next 12 months. If you're just getting started in this or you're getting that momentum back into your business, you need to put in the work. You need to have a minimum of 1,000 conversations. You're going to trade time for money in the beginning, for sure. But then you're going to build this thing out. Then when you start building your business and bringing on people to do some of these things, and I'm going to break down over the next 2 weeks. We got 2 more weeks for this year of this live show. This week, I'm going to go over the first 8 steps in a wholesale deal. And next week, it's going to be the last 9 steps in the wholesale deal. And then it's going to be complete, and you're going to see the full process. All right. And this full process is where you plug in different roles as you grow your business. But in the beginning, it's you. In the beginning, it's you, and it should be you. You should find those spots where the fish are. You should understand what bait works the best. You should understand what you need to do to get bigger fish, bigger deals, bigger opportunities, because it is the foundation of growing an incredible business. If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure that you join us for the live show every single Wednesday. I will see you there.